Well. What do you know? We all the way live. We on episode 5. We on episode 5. Look at that. You watching? You still watching? Welcome back. Y'all know what it is. Life on Fucking Mode Show. Let's get it. Welcome, family, to another episode of the Life on Fucking Mode Show. Show where we here to inspire, motivate. We here for people, anybody going through situations, type of anxiety and stuff like that. That's what we here for. We here for that. I'm not a doctor. I'm not prescribing any medicine. That's my disclaimer. I'm not a doctor or nothing like that. So this is not, this is just me talking about my experience, my understanding of experiences in life that I've been through, and how I felt like how I felt like the way to help get over and get through life and get through these situations that we all deal with through life. So, I'd like to thank y'all for joining me. Anybody that's new, welcome. Anybody that's returned, welcome back. What's happening? Y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, do all that. You know what I'm saying? Hit the notification bell and be informed. So when we coming back and come through and chop up these little sessions with us. Y'all know how I like to do. We definitely got one rolled up. I got one pulled up. You know what I mean? So we about to just chill and chop it up and do what we do. So we're going to talk about perspective. We're going to talk about perspective and how that is very important in living a healthy life, a successful life, and being able to have that life on fuck it mode where, the stress is very minimal. Well, not the stress is minimal, but the pain or discomfort from stress is minimal. Shall we say that? Your perspective is very important. There's an old parable. I'm going to fuck it up. I'm going to ad-lib it, There's an old parable. It goes something like, the old man had, him and his son. His son brought home a wild horse. And they were like, "Oh, you got a wild horse?" And he was like, "Man, I fucked up." And then he's supposed to get some more horses. And he was like, "Oh, you got a bunch of horses. You so good." And he was like, "Man." And then they was like, "Oh shit, all them horses broke your son's arm." And he was like, "That's so sad." And he was like, "Man." Then the next day, the army came to the neighborhood and shit, and took all the boys away. But his son didn't get to go because he had a broke arm. And they were like, "You so lucky your son didn't go to the army." And he was like, "Man, the point with that is although I butchered it, I know I fucked that shit up. I fucked it up. But I hope y'all was able to catch that. Because I fucked it up. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't know if it's the liquor or if it's just the fact that I didn't know it all the way. But like that. But I fucked it up. But I hope y'all caught the point. But the point is, things that happen to you, and I'm a quote. This is actually a quote from 50 Cent's book, The 50 of Law. Things that happen to you are neither good or bad, but how you react to them that makes them what they are. So, we go through things, and a lot of times, whether they're good or bad, we have those emotional ups and downs. And that's the thing that I learned from sports, from football, that you can't get too high on the good, and you can't get too low on the bad, because you gotta stay even keel. You gotta stay focused on the mission. You gotta stay focused on the mission, and that's where your perspective comes in. Like, 2020 been crazy. We lost way more people than we normally lose. And I want to motherfucking send out all the love to anybody who dealt with loss, anybody who had to deal with the loss, who lost a loved one, who lost somebody close to you, knew somebody, or who got sick and had to spend a lot of time in the hospital. All of that. Mad love and all the prayers and blessings to everybody and anybody who had to deal with that. Cause this shit been crazy. You know what I'm saying? Cause the shit been out of hand. For real. But at the very same time as I'm saying that, I'm gonna also say that we have to be thankful. This is your time to be thankful. This is your time to be, if anything else, this is your time. This is the time, if anything else, this is the time where we should be even more thankful. Instead of, so upset and so hurt about the things that happen. Not saying that you shouldn't feel away, because, but we here. And the people that are here, we have to be thankful that we here. But along with that is understanding the responsibility. That we have a responsibility to do things a certain way. And if you don't know, and before, it was like, it wasn't so in your face. If you did some fuck up, if you did some dumb shit, you might fuck up. Like if you was out robbing the bank, you might get caught, you might get shot. So you got to be careful what you're doing. Or if you're selling drugs, you might fuck around, go to jail, and some shit like that, it'll happen. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, if you don't motherfucking wear a mask or wash your hands while you out here in public, you gonna get sick and die from coronavirus. So it's a different type of element that's been added to the shit of life. You know what I'm saying? That we have responsibilities. That's added to the list of responsibilities that you have. You know what I'm saying? Those other things are a lot easier to avoid. It's easier to avoid selling drugs And it's easier to avoid doing crimes and shit like that and to stay out of trouble. But it's a lot harder to avoid this one. So, but that's still, in a sense, that's still what it is. It's just another responsibility added to the plate of life that we have to account for. And we have to be able to find blessing and focus on that blessing that is the knowledge that we received from going through this situation. Because imagine if people just died and they didn't know what it was. And they didn't know what if people were just dying. The way they dying, but they never knew why or what the fuck was going on. They were like, people just dying. They just randomly dying. And they didn't have no answer why. You didn't know why. You didn't know what the fuck. You didn't know what to do. They were just out here dying. And we didn't have a clue of where it was coming from, where, how to prevent it, or nothing. Because that could have been the case. Because that could be the case. So that's why we're always supposed to be thankful for what you have. And what we have is that knowledge. We have the knowledge to know what it is. We have the knowledge. So that's no different than among somebody that's out here and they doing some dumb shit. They go out here and they like, shit, I'm gonna rob the goddamn armored truck, nigga, with my goddamn, hell yeah, nigga, I got a bat, nigga, and I'm broke. I'm about to go over here and rob these niggas with an armored truck. You should have the knowledge to know that if you run up on this armored truck with just a bat, trying to get some money, these dudes, they have guns and they may shoot you. So if you do that, then you didn't exercise your knowledge properly. So you got exactly what you deserved. So that's the same thing. If you have the knowledge of knowing that it's an airborne virus out here floating around, and you can touch shit and put it in your face, and you can get shit, you can breathe, you can be sniffing the motherfucker's cologne and catch corona on it. Oh, your cologne smell good. They be like, yeah, corona attached to it too. Oh, you didn't try corona. And if you not with that knowledge and you out here with a bat trying to rob an armored truck, you're gonna get corona. So that's why we have to always be focused on the things that we have. And what we have is the knowledge. We got the knowledge. Wisdom. And now that we're a year in it, we have the experience. So you got to be thankful for that. Because people not, motherfuckers, niggas especially, we not taking that motherfucking vaccine. Ain't nobody taking that vaccine. So if ain't nobody taking the vaccine, that means the virus probably not going to go nowhere no time soon. Because I'm not taking it. The virus ain't going nowhere no time soon. So that means what you have to do is arm yourself properly, since you have the knowledge of the op. Since you know what's up with the op and you know how to protect yourself against them, you protect yourself against them. And as long as you protect yourself properly, you'll be okay. But that's where our perspective is important. Because if you looking at it like, oh shit, it's fucked up, what we gonna do? And you upset about, you stay sad about the things that we lost and the things that's not around no more, the things that's changed. you're never gonna move forward, and you're never gonna be in that place of happiness. You're never gonna find that joy again. You're gonna be stuck because your perspective is looking at things the wrong way. People talking about how bad 2020 was, but it's a lot of new entrepreneurs with a lot of new businesses. So, all right, we think they saying that 20 was too bad, was all bad. Some people lost their job. Some people lost their job and then started a business on accident. Now they getting money. And they like, damn, fuck that job. So was 2020 all bad to them? I mean, and what's unfortunate is they may have even lost some people. But if you're a business owner and you lost some family and you started a business, are you going to dwell on the family you lost? Or are you going to focus on running your business going forward? Perspective. And that's not saying that you can't be sad about what you lost. Because if you lost something that's dear to you, you're going to be sad. It's going to hurt your heart. And it should. You know what I'm saying? But that's the other thing about what we use that thing for. We're supposed to use those losses to inspire us. So now that you lost, whatever you lost, you like, yo, you gotta use that inspiration from that loss as fuel to get you to where you're going and then get you where you're trying to go. But when we stay stuck in that perspective of, oh, I lost this and that's everything is all bad. Everything is all bad, man. I can't believe, man, this just sucked, man. I can't wait till next year. This shit was all bad, man. We lost this and that. And I lost my job. This unemployment, this and that, and then that. You stay stuck in that, the next year ain't gonna be too much better. Because you're gonna attract more of the same. And that's all of that is the universe, that's that energy, that's that manifestation, that's that law of attraction, all of that. Because we focusing on the things that we don't have. And then that just manifests in energy and it just manifests into more bullshit that we don't have. It just manifests into more. And then all you see is more and more is just, and then you stay in that rut of just being sad about it. And that never helped nobody. That being sad and stuck in the rut, I can't. If y'all can find somebody that stayed stuck in the rut and they successful and they over here like, yeah, I'm in this rut, but yeah, I got this going on and you know, and they just ain't moved forward from nothing. They not happy. Y'all gonna talk about, probably gonna say, oh, it's mad. The rich niggas is upset. I ain't talking. See, that's the part about being successful. I'm talking about. I ain't talking about that. Successful don't mean you got money. Successful, when I'm talking about successful don't mean you sitting on 30 million. Successful mean you sitting on 50,000, but you wake up every day like, hey, what's going on? Oh man. Oh, nothing. Just hanging out. About to take the kids to the movies, or can't go to the movies. About to go grade a movie. No, about to go to the Red Box. Something like that, and you're just living your life, and you're just happy, just strolling around. That's when you're successful. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't nobody that's successful like that stuck in no rut worrying about something that they lost. They may have sad shit about sad. They may have lost the parents and shit, and and they be like, I haven't lost parents yet. That's something. That's one of the moments I dread. I be like, I pray that I pray that, and please, there's people telling this that keep me stayed on, that I can lean on these things right here when it's my turn, because that's something hard to go through. I couldn't, like, man, to lose a man. You don't have to have lost a parent to know how hard losing a parent could be. I don't think that. I think that that's unfair that people say that, because when if you just think about, like, damn, if I lost my mom, nigga, you would start going crazy. You would cry like, oh man, just thinking about if maybe. You know what I'm saying? So with that thought alone, you could just imagine how crazy it would be if you actually did. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you actually did lose a parent like that, like, that's pain unimaginable. You know what I'm saying? And we all go through it. We all go through it. That's the pain that nobody ever escapes. But it's all about your perspective that helps you get through that. That helps you get through that. You got to be able to focus on the things that you have. You got to be able to focus on the positive things that you have working for you. You know what I'm saying? You have to put energy into those things. And do not put energy or thoughts into the negative things. You know what I'm saying? Don't even consider that shit. All that negative shit and all the bullshit that you don't want isn't even an option. It's not even on the option board. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when you thinking of things that may happen in the situation, everything that you think about that may happen in the situation based off what you're looking for is positive one way or the other. There is no negative situation. We don't even put that shit on, it's not even on the option board. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't think about that shit. And when we think about that shit be in our head. That's the type of shit that manifests. That's the shit that manifests. It manifests all the time. Because it manifests in your actions. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Because the universe going to give it to you. You know what I mean? Because the things that you ask for, that's God. Whatever you ask God for, God going to give it to you. They say free will. God love is free will. That's why people be like, why God? People be going through bullshit and they ask, why God? Because that's what you're asking for. This is what you keep manifesting. So this is what I'm going to give you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you asking God, why is this always happening to be God? God, like, well, this what you ordered. God looking at the program like, well, hold up. God up there like, hey, Joe, check this shit out, man. Talking about why God? Like, but that's all they doing is complain about this and that bad, and they want this, and why is this, and then this. All they do is complain about shit. That's how, if they don't understand, that's how the algorithm work. That's how it work. I don't know. Let's get them some more. Maybe they'll figure that shit out. And you just keep plunging bullshit on you. You just keep hitting it with you. And you tripping on God, asking why I'm happy. Because it's your perspective. And it's the things that you focus on that create the energy and the things that you get. Just like that. The things you focus on create the things you get. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had that line where he say, even if you think about what you need, it's still implying that you don't have it and what you need it. And so the universe doesn't give it to you. It's crazy. Because you have to already have it in your mind. In your mind. If you're single, you have to already be married in your mind. If you're single right here, you have to be married in your mind and in your heart. If you're poor, you have to be rich in your mind and in your heart. If you locked up, you have to be free in your mind and in your heart. Whatever it is. And what happens is once your mind is stuck on being free, your mind is like, okay, we free. Your mind like, oh, we free? So now your mind is thinking of free shit. Oh, let's do this. And now you're doing this. And now you're doing free shit. Even in those situations. Or if you single and your mind is like, oh, we married. Oh, we married. We doing married shit. So that means we probably go to the store, go to work, and come home. Go to work, go to the store, come home. If that's what you want. Your mind has to be on the desire. Your mind has to be on the desire. It can't be on the circumstance. Your mind can't be in the situation. Your mind has to be on the desire. Hence goes the statement I made in one of the previous videos. You have to let your vision guide your steps and not your situations. Duh. Y'all done heard this shit before. We heard this shit before. Everything that I'm saying, I ain't saying nothing. The shit I'm saying, I didn't make up. I didn't make this shit up. I had somebody older teaching me, and they said somebody older taught them. And they said somebody older taught them. Dude, this shit been around. This is proven fact. But that's how it works. This shit ain't. So it's like, dude. So that's why I said once. That's why when I started coming to these realizations, it was like, well, shit. If that's, why would I do anything else? Why would you do anything else? Why would we do anything else other than what we truly want to do? Why? And then we take it to the I don't know what you call that, the economic side. Now is the craziest time and the best, even more time than ever, because you can do it. You can do everything from your phone. You can do so many things. I'm shooting this video. I've been shooting these videos on my phone. I edit them on my phone. Like, you can do everything from your phone. Like, there's nothing in the universe that you cannot do. Like, I know you can't like dance and stuff with your phone and do certain stuff, like, you know, but you can put damn videos, and you can, connected to the world. We are connected. We more connected than we ever been. And it's like you can do whatever you want out here. You don't have to be stuck doing something that you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times it's our perspective that think that we have to do something else and think that this and that. So we don't do this because we think this, and then it be all ill and crazy. But you can do whatever you want out here in this world. You can be whoever you want. Change your perspective. Change your mind. Change your mind. Change your world. Change your life. Trying to told y'all that's life on fucking mode. Because it's like understanding that the things you think and your words have power. You choose them more carefully. I know I did. Once I started kind of coming to this little point and understanding and learning, it was like, yo, you start using the words different. I remember I had one of my old heads I worked with. Y'all probably heard this too. Somebody told you. He told me I was talking about money, and I was like, shit, I'm broke. He was like, man, don't ever say you broke. You know, like, if you saying you broke, and that mean you fucked up. And then, you know, your body, you fucked up. You broke, fucked up. Just say you ain't got it right now. But if you saying you ain't got it right now, that mean you don't have it right now, but you will. You feel me? So that was like one of the first things that I heard that made me start thinking about that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, And then it started, you know, from there it just snowballed. But yo, your perspective, y'all. I want everybody to do big shit, man. Whatever you doing, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever you doing, I want everybody to do big shit. We all got big shit in us. So live life, be love, and shit. Fuck it. Yeah, I mean, life on fucking mode. James Mike, holla back.